Hello, all you beautiful people. Thank you for being here with me for another painting video. I am still using the spinner that I got from Erica Hughes Art. She was nice enough to give me one when we were at the Fluid Art Boutique together teaching classes. So thank you very much, Erica. I am experimenting away with different painting techniques. So today I am going to do a kind of like a wave swipe, but I think it's probably going to turn out more like a spiral, not necessarily a wave. Now, this is not a new technique. Multiple other artists have done this on a swipe on a spinner before, so not new, but new to me. So I thought about it a little bit, how I kind of want to start my swipe and swipe it out. I'm going to kind of figure it out as I go a little bit. But I'm using a Prussian blue, cobalt blue. I mixed in pearl blue to my turquoise green. So we'll see if that comes out any different. And then I mixed a turquoise blue with a phthalo blue. And then I'm using ultramarine blue. So a little bit different color scheme for me. I am going to use white as my base. And I just mixed up, I had something in my eye. And I just mixed up a new batch of my swipe catalyst. So I am ready to paint. Let's go. Let's paint. Okay, so I have this huge cup. It was the end of my jug of white paint. I did spiral this in because I want a pretty even layer to start. I didn't want to puddle like this big thick layer on the center. Okay, so I've got that part. I think I'm going to put the rest of this around the outside. I probably don't need all of this paint, but I want to be able to spin it out and stretch it out and not like super worry about it getting to my sides. But I do want the lacing to stretch out a little bit, so I want to have a good puddle of the base on there. That's why I use so much. Now, I need to think about how I'm going to layer this. I have multiple options. I could do my colors lined like this and swipe them on around to the center. I kind of wanted to start in the center is my issue, but I think I'll do it that way. I think I'll line them here and then swipe them on through. Maybe I'll start up here, swipe it on through, almost like I would do a regular wave. Oh. Or do I crisscross them? I don't know. I may have to do, and I used one of my Convexo canvases. I should have tried this on just a square 20 by 20 first. All right, I guess we'll see. I'm worried. The reason that I'm like thinking about it is because if I just layer a line right here, by the time I get up here, most of the paint is going to be gone because that's going to be a long line of a swipe. So that's why I'm thinking maybe I crisscross them up to there. So maybe I'm going to start in. And maybe I'll just like stop it up there and I'll let the actual swipe carry the rest of it. This is how I figure out what I want to do. It doesn't always work out the first time, but I show you guys anyway so that you can learn for yourself as well. Learning from my mistakes. I went in on this one so that it would stretch out to the edges, I hope. Don't want to put too much of that one there. Okay. I think maybe that's it. I don't know. This is going to be a short video. Okay. right. Okay. Can't be that bad, right? I have to remind myself sometimes, like, this is supposed to be fun. You're too worried. So just have fun. All right, here goes nothing. I'm actually gonna spin this. That was the right thing to do. Oh, yeah. I was worried about that tip too. I may have to fiddle with that a little bit. As I was spinning, I realized I'm literally just going in a circle. But this is my first one, so I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break. And I can finagle these and figure out what I want to do after. I don't like this little section right here. But let's just see how this part comes out. I almost spilled that. This spinner is dangerous for me, y'all, because I'm already a klutz and I'm already so messy that now I have to worry about knocking containers off the table. And okay, so here we go. Spinning it out. This one is not going to be super level because the weight of the paint is, oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Gonna just, whoops. Oh no. Gonna like get the weight of the paint up over here a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's try it again. Starting to go off all the edges. Oh, if I hadn't done that dip right there, I feel like it would have been perfect. I can swipe this on around again. I want to try to get some of that off up there. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, gonna spin it again. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can get it off that side up there. Okay, it's going, it's going. It is, it's going. Go, little wave, go. Okay. Now, for this little part right here, maybe I just swipe that on through. I don't know. Do I do it with my finger? Do I do it? Let me see what my finger does, and then I can always, nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Don't like it. Don't like it. Abort! Abort! The mission! Okay, I'm going to swipe. Actually, I'm going to swipe with the tiny one. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to come up through here. Doesn't have to be perfect. I do wish I had that just a little bit further up that way. I don't have that much paint left on my canvas. It's moving though. Very different than my regular blow dryer. Out of my comfort zone on this one. I do still like it. I want to see if I can maybe get any more of that. I'm going to spin one more time, just see what happens. Gosh, the spinner spins so fast. I do wish I had a little bit more of a crest here, like around this way. I should not have done that extra little swoosh swipe. But I'm wondering if I just, like, this is my painting, right? So I can do what I want to it. I feel like if I just a little bit through there. This was more difficult than I thought it would be. This to be kind of airy as well. I think I'm done. It's interesting. It's different. It's very much harder to control the actual shape. I'm definitely going to try it again though. This was super fun. And the lacing got pretty big throughout here. Yeah, this was fun. It got a little bit stretched out along this edge, but I'm okay with it. For my first try, I'm really okay with it. I'm going to give it a torch and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, what do we think? I think a lot of things. I think layering them in that squiggly line, like I was worried about, it created the striation of color. Not that I was worried about it, but it created the striation of color along it. Not necessarily like multiple colors going over top of one another, which would have probably ended up being like a more solid color blue, more of a gradient of blue. So I may try that next time, maybe on a square canvas until I get this one perfected. My bottom really stretched out on this side and that little piece up there kind of caught, but I'm okay. You can see the purple undertones of the ultramarine blue there. I do love this little extra swipe that I added there. So learning process, but I still think this one is really cool. It's a super cool abstract piece of art. I don't know. It may even lend itself to being hung a different way. It doesn't have to be a wave this way. So I don't know. We'll see how this one dries. This gave me, oops, sorry for my finger. This one gave me lots and lots of ideas for other ones. So, and let me know if you've tried these. All right, let's see how it dries. I am so much happier with this than I thought that I would be. This was tough. And at first I was like upset that that color didn't go off the edge, but I just added some more kind of interest up through there and down through here that I think now I love it. It really looks like being in the inside of a wave that's crashing over you. Super, super fun. And I am definitely going to be using my spinner more now. Lots and lots to learn and lots to play with on that one. I think that's my favorite little part right there. That, and I really love that little wave, that crest. And you can also see, mixed with the white, that ultramarine blue truly has a very deep purple undertone to it, even though it looks blue, in the container. Like that is the ultramarine, but it definitely has purple undertones to it. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Happy painting. Bye.